Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will discuss about LL1 grammar. But before that, let's do one example and then come back to the algorithm. So here you can see we are given this grammar and we have to find out whether this grammar is LL1 or not. So in this case, first of all, you need to find out the first and follow. We have already, I have already made a video on first and follow. So you can refer that so that your concepts are clear when you do this question. So here you can see we are given this production and for which I have calculated the first as well as the follow, right? If you will not calculate this correctly, then obviously a numerical is going to be incorrect. Now see what you need to do in this numerical. What you have to do is you have to make a LL1 table, parsing table. So see, this is the table, and what you need to do here is in this given table, here in the row side, we have to map all the variables you can see, and here we have all the terminals, right? So you can see E dash, T dash, and F. All these are mapped here, so they are variables. And what are the terminals? We have terminals in the first and follow, so they are id, or you can see the grammar also. In the grammar we have plus, we have id, we have multiplication symbol, we have the brackets here, and we have dollar also. So how to map these productions in this given table? So you will pick E is producing what? TE dash. So you will find out the first of this T. First of T is what? ID and this bracket, starting bracket. So you what you will do? You will map this production wherever the first of T is there. So first of T is ID and this bracket. So E determines T dash, these, and this production E determines T dash. This production will be mapped here as well as here, because these two terminals are the first of T, right? Now pick E dash. So you will pick E dash from here, and you will take this plus terminal. So E dash and plus. So this is the cell where it will be mapped. So you will map this production here. Okay. Now, as you can see, epsilon is also there, but for epsilon, there is no entry in the table. So what you need to do for epsilon is, if you have any production which is producing epsilon, so E dash is producing epsilon. So you will calculate the first of E dash. What is the follow? You will calculate the follow of E dash. So when you calculate the follow of E dash, you see it is dollar and this ending bracket. Okay. So you will put this production of epsilon here uh, in the follow of E dash. Okay, so follow of E dash is this dollar and ending bracket, dollar and ending bracket. So at these two places, you will put this production of epsilon. Okay, and you have to be careful only about the production which are producing epsilon. So there you need to find out the follow of the variable E dash, and wherever that symbol is there, you have to put the production. Fine. Now coming to the next production, T is producing FT dash. T is producing FT dash. In this case, you will again find out the first of F. First of F is what? ID and starting bracket. So again, at the place of ID and starting bracket, these are the two cells where you have mapped this equation, this production. T produces FT dash, and T here also produces FT dash. Now we have T dash produces star FT dash. So T dash is producing star FT dash. Okay. So how will you see T dash from here and star from here? So this will be mapped here, and then you will find out the follow of T dash. Follow of T dash. What is follow of T dash? Follow of T dash is plus ending bracket and dollar. So you can see plus ending bracket and dollar at the place of these particular terminals corresponding to T dash. This equation, this production will be mapped, the epsilon productions. Fine. Now coming to this FID, right? So F from here and ID from here. So in this cell, we will map this production, and similarly F from here and this starting bracket. So F from here and the starting bracket from there. So in this cell, you will map this production. So the LL1 parsing table is ready now. Now, in this case, you have to identify whether it is LL1 or not. So, if every cell is having only one production, see, every cell is having only one production. In that case, this is LL1. But if there would have been more than one entry, then that would not be LL1 grammar. Okay. So, Let's now understand what is there in the algorithm. So what you need to do is simply for every production where A is producing some, alpha, in that case for each terminal A in first of A, add A dash alpha to this. So basically it is saying that this is M is representing your table. You will, map the particular production where you are having A as a variable and A is the first of whatever symbol is there on the right hand side. Okay. So in this way you have to map whatever I have explained you. So this is quite easy. So whenever it comes to your exam, you need to explain this. And it is also saying that if epsilon is in the first of alpha, in that case you have to add this entry wherever the follow is there, follow of that particular variable is there, right? Now let's do one more numerical and understand. All epsilon productions are replaced by follow of LHS variable, that I have already told you, that wherever epsilon is there, what we have done, wherever epsilon is there, we calculate the follow of E dash. Similarly, here epsilon is there, we calculate the follow of T dash. And the values of the follow of T dash, there you will put this epsilon production. One more numerical to see whether the grammar is LL1 or not. So this is the grammar. So see here, what we are trying to do, this is the given production. So first of S, here it is this starting bracket, here it is epsilon. So this is the first. And what is follow? See, this is, if this is the variable, this is alpha and this is beta. So follow of S will be first of the, symbols ahead of it. So symbol ahead of it is this bracket. So this is the follow of S. But in follow of S, we do also have dollar, as I have already told you. Follow of S will also include dollar, which is not mentioned here, but you have to take care that also.